So today we're talking about organization of clients, because I know when I first started, I was taking Venmo payments, cash payments. My organization was all in my head, and it was a mess. I wanted to find a platform that handled it all, handled the contracts, the credit cards, the proposals, the calendar, all of that stuff. So I found one, and we're going to cover it today. Welcome back to Exploring Photography, the channel that covers all things photography, from the fun to the boring and everything in between. My name is Will. If you are new here, pleasure to meet you. And if you are a return, welcome back. It's good to see you again. Today we are going to cover one of the more boring and kind of annoying aspects of photography, and that is handling the client, handling them from proposals, from contracts, money, things like that. Now, this video is not sponsored at all. I actually found this platform by myself, and I have been using it for many months now, and it is working really good. You've probably heard about it before. It's called Honeybook. If you're looking for a platform to handle everything from contact to payment and all of the in-betweens, all of the nitty-gritty contracts and boring stuff, stick around, because this program is quite good, and there's a really good offer that I got hooked up with them for you. So if you don't have it, let's get into it. So first off, what is Honeybook? Well, Honeybook is a program that you can have on your computer or an app on your phone that handles pretty much first contact all the way through to final payment. They allow you to really keep things organized. They handle the credit card payments. They handle gratuity, which is a thing. I never knew gratuity was a thing in photography. And then I started getting tips and I was like, cool, this is awesome. But yeah, so they handle all of that stuff, including the contract and all of that stuff that as photographers, we don't really care too much about, because we just want to create amazing photos with amazing clients. So this is where I really like this program, and let's just get into it, because it'll be easier for you. Okay, so here we are on my main page of Honeybook. Now, I have a little bit of information blurred out here because it is client information, money information, things like that I run everything through. So when you first create your Honeybook, you're going to put in your name, your information, your payment information, all this stuff, because this is all going to be automated. What's going to happen is the client will go to your portal that you send them, and then they will fill out the contract, and then they will also make the payment, and then Honeybook will then transfer that payment into your account. So it's really great and automated. So let's walk through a few things. Now, I'm not going to go through an entire walkthrough of Honeybook because it's unnecessary. You're going to have to set it all up yourself. And on the contracts, they do give you some basic contracts to work with. And since I'm not a lawyer, I recommend getting a lawyer just to look over the contracts for you personally, so they're exactly what you need. They might work, but again, not a lawyer, so I can't give that kind of legal advice, but take their contracts, or maybe you have your own contracts and you can put them in. It's really easy. So let's go to tools here. So here's all their tools. They have my templates, library, automations, calendar, refer and earn, scheduling, tasks, time, all these different things. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to my templates. Now, here are all these packages that you can create. Now, they do have some basic templates, but you can then create your own packages to make it easy to drag and drop or select that proposal to send it to a client. So here's all my different packages and things like that are automated. Then you can go into invoices. Now, here is wedding package invoice, photo shoot invoice that you can create and then have them as a go-to. So then we have the contracts, and again, they have templates that you can work with. See down here, they have templates. I don't really use those. I created my own working with a lawyer. So this one here is basic photo and video. So basic photo shoot, an hour photo shoot. This one's general photo video contract. This is kind of like for corporate clients. Wedding videography contract. This is for the wedding videos, wedding photo. You get the idea. Anyways, you put all those in. Then you go down to proposals. So this is a invoice plus contract. So when you you create your invoice, you create your contract, and let's just go into one here. So let's go into a wedding, this template here. If I were to send this to a client, they could choose, okay, I want this wedding package, or I want this wedding package, or whatnot. Then they have the payment schedule, which is how they're going to pay. And then they have the contract. And once they fill out all the information, all of that information is automatically entered into this contract. They sign it, they pay the deposit, and it's sent to me. It's super, super simple. And then once you have all those set up, you go into Questionnaires. Questionnaire is great. This is, let's say you do weddings and you need more information. Groom name, bride name, contact information on site, if the address is different from ceremony to reception, special things that they want taken pictures of, things like that. There's a whole thing. So you can create questionnaires to send to clients after they've made their deposit, and this just makes it super easy, so then you have all of that information right there for you to use. So far, really freaking cool. Let's go over from beginning to end on a client. And if you've made it this far in the video, you probably want to get the programs. So there's a link in the description that will give you this program for $1 a month for 8 months. That is amazing. As of filming this video on June 17th, even though that's Friday and you're seeing this video on Monday. So when I get a new client, I'm going to go to new, and then I'm going to create new client. So then I'm going to type in their email. Let's say YouTube video example at youtube.com. Good. And then the name is test video, and the phone number is 111-1111-11111. Good. Okay, then add. So now it takes us to this page here. Now I have uploaded photos, so I can change this photo to, say, they have default photos too. But let's go ahead and change this photo to my standard one, save that, and then we're gonna go into Details tab, and we're going to say, all right, this is not a birthday, this is a event on the East Coast, and it's gonna be for the 22nd, and actually, this is a cool one here. So let's say we pick a day that is already booked. So let's go for July 2nd, right? Oh, look, there's a lead that pops up. It says, oh, you might have a job on this day. So if this occurs, this will pop up. It'll give you that information. You'll be like, ooh, can't book that day because I'm going to be double booked. Or, oh, I can book this because it's a different time. So that's really important that it keeps organization. And as long as the information is in here, then you can see if you're going to be double booked or not, which is great. So let's go ahead and change the date to the 3rd. And, oh, okay. All right, to the 4th. There we go. Okay, good. So the 4th is good. Perfect. And then you can put lead source. This is for an internal thing. So if you want to track where all your leads are coming from, we're going to scroll down here and click Thumbtack. If you haven't seen my video on Thumbtack, it's a great place to get leads. I'll link it right here and at the end of the video. Highly recommend going to check that out. And also there is a referral for that for you to get a little bonus. Okay, good. Then you put the address location, 123 Honeybook Ave. Good. Now let's go into activity. So once you get into activity, this is kind of like your dashboard for your client. Let's change this. You can click up here and change the name here, or you can change it in the details area here. So activity. All right, so now we want to create a proposal for this client. So create new proposal. And let's go ahead and do basic photo shoot proposal. So this is a template that I already created for photo shoots that are just a standard photo shoot. So this is an hourly rate. So what I'll do is I'll come in here and I'll put 1 hour photo shoot. Good. Awesome. And then what you can do here is see how you're on the proposal, the payment plan. This is great. So you can click on these amounts and you can say, okay, divide equally. You can customize the amount. You can put the date upon receipt, and then this is a project date, or you can put like a smart date 2 weeks from the day of the event, or however you want to do it. It's very, very customizable. Now we're getting ahead of ourselves. So if we go up here and let's say we want to change this, so we can change the price. Let's say they're doing 2 hours, you can put 2. Let's say you want to add another item. You can add another item, video for wedding, things like that. And you can add and whatever. So even though you've made the template, you can still add and adjust pretty much anything for that specific client. Let's go ahead and delete that. You can also add discount, add tax, etc. So let's scroll down now, the contract. So you notice the contract information all filled out automatically. Now, cool thing, once you get all this done, go up into this cogwheel here and make sure allow gratuity is selected. That way, if they want to tip you, they can. A lot of times they'll just tip you in cash at the event, but if they want to put it into the the contract, they totally can, and then set up auto pay. What this does is as soon as they sign the contract, put in their credit card and all that, automatically, based on the payment schedule here, it'll automatically charge them. Now, I always do this because then I save myself from worrying if the payment went through on the day of. So usually my second payment is due on the day of or the day before. On weddings, it's due 14 days prior to the event to make sure that I've covered all my basics, because at that point, the expiration and the refund policy has kicked in, and I don't want to lose that account at the last minute when I could have had another job booked. Anyways, that's just something important to do. It does make them agree that they are on auto pay, so they're agreeing to it. It's totally good. And then the other thing to do is expire this file. Let's say you have a lead, you send them a proposal, and it takes them 2 weeks to then sign the proposal, but in that time you've booked like 5 other jobs and 1 on that day. Well, you can set up an expiration for this file. So let's say you get a lead on Monday and you say, okay, well, you have till Friday to sign the contract or it's going to expire, and we'll have to revisit the time and date because I'm still booking jobs and I don't hold time and date until 50% deposit and the contract is signed. So this allows you to make sure that things don't overlap. Now, I rarely use it because most of the times I send a proposal when I get a lead that I know I'm going to book, but sometimes this is important to do on certain jobs that you're like, I'm not sure about this one. So it's pretty cool. You have lots of options here. Now, once you have all of this situated, go to Add Client. Since you're working from that client's portal, you press, it'll pop right up. And then you go to Next, Review, and Email, and then whatever you want here, and send, and then the client handles it all from there. So it's super, super simple and really easy to use. I found Honeybook is just very user-friendly. The customer service is good, but sometimes takes a little bit to get in touch with. That is one downfall. I wish they had a little bit better customer service. When I'm talking to them, they're amazing. They're like so good, handle everything, but sometimes getting in touch with them takes 24 to 48 hours. Whatever, they're getting there. So this whole thing can be integrated into your website. Let's say you have a website. Go to Tools, go to Contact Form. So you can embed this entire lead generation form into your website. That way, you put this in your website and they fill out all the information and boom, you got a lead. Then you send them a proposal. So it's really nice to be automated there. The other thing that's cool is it handles all of your contacts. So you have an entire list of contacts here. Obviously, a lot of this is blurred out, so you can't see it anyways, but it keeps control of your contacts. You get names, numbers, emails, all of that information. And if you've made it this far in the video, you probably want to get the programs. So there's a link in the description that will give you this program for $1 a month for 8 months. That is amazing. As of filming this video on June 17th, even though that's Friday and you're seeing this video on Monday, that is the discount, which is awesome. It's freaking great. So click that link, get it for $1 a month, and you're welcome. And that's it. This is the program that I've been pretty much using the entire time for all of my clients. It keeps me very organized. It keeps me from double booking. It allows me to handle all of the money and the contracts without any worry, which is a great relief because all I want to focus on is the clients and the editing. I really don't want to worry about all of this stuff. So I hope this helped. If it did, hit the like button. If you have any questions about Honeybook or want me to do something more in depth, go ahead and comment below or just say hi. Just comment and say hi. How's your day? You know, the good stuff. Anyways, don't forget to subscribe if you're new to the channel because I am on the way to 10,000, trying to hit it by this year, and your subscription and support means everything to me. And then here is the video for Thumbtack if you want to generate some more leads. And then here's the video that YouTube recommends for you. I wonder if they're ever the same. If they're the same, let me know. All right, guys. See you next week.